How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. It's Tuesday, which means we're playing Terraform. I'm very excited. Last we left off, the party is gearing up to venture towards the Silver Bastion at Druid Circle. If you want to get caught up on some of the more recent activities, you can head over to the YouTube, Jake and Feffers. And if you want to join our community, you should head over to the Discord. I also use said Discord for visual aids. It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm very excited. The party has just gotten their long rest, gallivanted with some nobility, and done some drugs. It's been a good time. What else? Let's see. Yeah, let's go to the crew. Let's start with Anarian. How are you, my friend? Critfail Jake, you magnificent beast. Tell us about you. Tell us about your character, and pass it along.
Well, hello. Beth introduced me, so I don't have to. I'm playing Anarian, the Fallen ASMR cleric. He just did drugs. It was fine, I guess. Too scared to figure out what'll happen in the morning, so we did greater rest of them away, just in case. Yeah, check out the YouTube. And yeah, let's pass it to Taylor.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Jake, you gotta talk about all your awesome stuff that you're up to. You gotta talk about you, my guy. You gotta talk about the summer series that you're cooking up.
We did that at the end.
No, we do it all over. You're amazing, and we need to talk about how amazing you are.
I'm DMing a Lord of the Rings inspired campaign over the summer, so you should come and be here for that when it happens. I believe that'll be on Thursdays. Now, Taylor.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor and Tracy. You can find me everywhere as Taylor and Tracy. I play Eshna, the druid. She is the one who supplied the drugs to everybody and was really nice to have a relaxing evening before whatever chaos we're about to get into in what feels like a Feywild-esque adventure we're about to embark on. I'm super stoked. I love the Fae and anything that deals with any sort of trickery or weirdness or eating odd and new foods. So find these magical fruits that give people their legs back. I run a LARP. It's called Heinefall. There we go. I'll pass it to Dorky.
I'm that dorky cosplayer. I play Lavina Vetra, the Storm Genasi Monk Warlock. I remembered this time. Everybody be proud and clap. Yay, thank you. I, as a player, do cosplay on all the social things. I do art, so if anybody wants their characters brought to life, please feel free to reach out. I would be happy to do that. I love seeing all the different ideas that my brain just can't come up with, and that's normally through art. So, send me a message on the Discord, most likely, is the best place. My character very much enjoyed doing the drugs and is going to be ready to get going with all the Genasi shenanigans. George?
Cool. Hi, I'm GoodGriefGeorge. You can follow me as GoodGriefGeorge here on Instagram mostly. I am playing Pod, and Pod is the one who then fed said drugs to everyone at the party. Completely by accident.
Spiked the punch.
But definitely spiked the soup, and everyone had a good time. I mostly run Avatar Legends on the side, other than being on here and playing some amazing D&D. On Wednesdays, I do a couple one-shots for ADH Adventures with that. I also have another couple of one-shots coming up, and then I do a lot of stuff at various conventions running as a GM for Avatar Legends. I'll be at MomoCon and DragonCon and BlazzaCon and ClassicCon East and Gen Con, and you'll see me at Heinefall as well. So I think that's all my stuff. Yep, Ben.
Hello, my name is Ben Brainard. You can find me on the internet. I am playing Thylo Match, the Order of Scribes, wizard / rune knight fighter. Thilo just took medicine last night. That's pretty much all he did. So he got a lot of reading done and did some poetry and then, fell asleep.
Excellent. Let's actually start off with Thilo. Thilo, you wake up feeling refreshed, I think.
Yeah.
And you notice that the book that you have been writing into, this interesting pen pal you have made,
Yes.
has finally responded.
That bitch.
Do you want to recap on what you had said, or shall I?
You shall, because
Okay.
I don't have it in front of me.
You wrote, if the chain circle were to successfully capture all the Jinn, they would possess enough power to be the scourge of civilization. I assume they have more than 5 in their ranks, yes? Do you have enough books for all of those tongues by yourself?
I'm gonna be friends with Vecna.
I got my foot in the door. The response is a bit cryptic. There is only one tongue that escapes me. Now, this is new information, because to your knowledge, the lore is Vecna had many of his disciples rise up against him and he killed them all. But it seems like he missed one. The rest of the party prepares their day, gearing up. I believe everyone's actually pretty good to go. Lord Braylor and Wuniri say their goodbyes and wish you well. Lord Braylor again asks Levy if she runs into May, his distant cousin, who ran off and eloped with the druid circle of the Silver Bastion, to send greetings on his behalf. Anything else you guys want to cover on that regard?
Pod is for sure taking a couple servings of that soup.
Okay.
Good idea.
What's in that
Good idea.
flask? It's soup. Oh.
There's
Good soup.
turns amorphous.
Becomes soup.
There are a couple of things that I want to do
Okay.
before we. One, I have a new Order of Scribes ability.
Ooh.
It's called Master Scrivener. Once every long rest, I get to make a scroll that only I can read.
Ooh.
And it's of any spell of first or second level, but when I write it on the scroll and then I use it later, it activates at one spell level higher.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it goes away when I make a new one at the end of the long rest, so
That's useful.
every day I kind of have to do this. Right now, I don't think I'll have to use it, but it'll be there. I'm making a scroll of darkness.
Sure. Always useful. Always useful to be able to break line of sight.
Yeah, another thing, we talked about this fairly briefly before we went live. Part of the new module, the summer series that I'm working on, I am trying to come up with a new thing for tools to make them a little bit more useful. So as part of that, I'd like to try to go out and make a poison.
Okay.
And I thought of a thing. You can give me the yes or no on this,
Mhm.
but in order to make it successfully, since I don't have proficiency in it, I would just have to roll a flat d20. Anything over 5 would be successful, but whatever I roll is the con save for that poison.
Oh, interesting. So my first question is, what ingredients do you tend to wield? You could go out and make a survival check or a nature check if you would like to. or if you've got anything weird in your pockets. We've had a few odd adventures along the way.
I think I'm gonna go with a nature check.
Okay.
Probably just some poison mushrooms. There is already a poisoned condition in D&D.
Mm-hmm.
So just a very basic poison.
Okay, well,
using
let's get a nature check to see what you find.
Okay.
In the dead of night, you kind of skip off into the woods.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, you find these strange. There's a soft hiss as you and you're like, that's what I'm looking for. And you look down and you see these kind of pinkish with little shots of almost lightning-like texture of red mushrooms.
Okay, I'm gonna mage hand those. So I'm not gonna touch those things.
Wise. All right, and you bring it back and you pull out your poisoner's kit, and you're kind of going off of secondhand knowledge of everything that you've read before. But let's get that tools check.
And that is an 18.
Okay.
On the die, no mods.
So the DC save would be 18.
Oh, I'm gonna start rolling so bad later this episode. Okay.
You've earned it.
But I have a poison.
I'm gonna throw on the additional notion because you rolled a 20 on your nature check. I want to honor that. If they roll a 1 on their to be poisoned on their save, if they roll a 1, they're paralyzed, not just poisoned.
Ooh. How exciting.
Yeah. So, as the party is gearing up to go, Seven appears, the old childhood friend of Levy, with bow slung over his back. He's got a hat on, which is new, and he's very clearly excited about his hat, and some fur pelts, kind of just ranger vibes. And he's got a backpack kind of slung over, a quiver at his hip, and a hand crossbow under one arm. And he kind of runs up and goes, "You guys are gonna let me come along, right?"
Well, we need you to find where we're going.
Goodness. I was afraid you guys would be like, "No, you're too weak." But I'm useful. And with a spring in his step and confidence in his eye, he begins making final preparations. Are we ready to head out?
Leans over to Eshna. We're not going to tell him, right?
Tell him what?
That he is incredibly weak.
Oh, no.
All right.
I mean, come on. We wouldn't tell Thylo that. We're not going to tell him that.
I wanted to make sure that we're... Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Thylo just blew up a mountain. So
that doesn't mean that you are like physically strong.
Kitchen blew up the mountain.
You are also Thylo's also useful. Seven.
You're the most
useful.
mentally strong out of all of us.
What you are, Thylo, is terrifying.
You can cause the most destruction, that is for sure. Know what I'm saying?
All right.
Also, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm casting magic aura on the spell on my book of tongues.
Okay.
And I've been doing it every day.
Right.
I don't know how many days it's been, but after 30 consecutive, the effect is permanent.
Would you say how long has it been since you've been casting it? Because I can calculate that.
I think I started casting it when we got to Cairn.
When you got to Cairn? Easily been 30 days.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna cast that, and I'm gonna replace that with a different spell.
Okay. So your Book of the Stilled Tongue is officially permanently disguised, correct?
Yeah.
Cannot be scryed upon.
It has a false aura, so the target appears just as a regular spell book to magical effects and spells such as detect magic. And then also, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. So like anything that you would use to detect a type of magical aura or scry on it specifically, it technically doesn't exist anymore to a scrying spell, and if you do anything else magically, it would just appear as
Which
a
is
regular.
good because that thing has been an absolute beacon. Has been an absolute I'm over here for a lot of people.
No more tongues for us. Hooray!
And then I did my Cosmic Omen for this morning. I got Woe, because I rolled a 13, which is odd, which means I can use my reaction to subtract D6
Nice.
from somebody.
Very useful.
Yep, just letting you know
Yeah.
for this day, however long it may be.
Indeed. So,
You guys have a lot going on. A lot of prep.
Sorry, I'm a
Probably just
wizard.
eating.
Our mornings are busy.
all right.
What?
The party leaves the Middle Mist and slowly begins making their way out into the forest proper. Let's get those D100s.
My favorite part.
56.
56. 5. Wow.
I told you I was gonna start rolling low.
78.
78. Okay.
Oh.
The best number, 42.
42.
Hey,
Hey.
that's the answer.
93.
93.
It's dorky. Oh, thank God.
Oh, all right. Okay. You guys are going along, walking through this beautiful forest of pink petals and soft moss and cobblestones. Every now and then, a river might appear, and or the stone cobbles get broken up eventually into kind of more of a dirt path. And you get to a crossing. More of a fork. The cobblestones go off one way, and the dirt road continues off the other. Without missing a beat, 7 points towards the dirt road, and continues onward.
Insight check.
Okay.
19.
19. Judging, you take a hard look at him.
Yeah.
And you don't find any treacherous intent. You see a genuine excitement and just a sense of adventure and capableness that he feels.
But yeah, I'm kind of looking for the confidence that this is for sure the way.
yeah, this is definitely in his mind the direction to be going.
Okay.
So, real quick, are we heading for the druids or are we heading straight for the djinn?
The druids
I
and the
think they
djinn
have
are
to go.
together.
Yeah.
The djinn runs the druids.
Oh, okay.
So basically, we're gonna come across the druids as long as we head towards the djinn. That was
That's the
kind of what
plan.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thyla.
So,
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Which cardinal direction did he confidently stride towards?
Towards the southeast.
And the other path would have gone.
Straight south.
Well, then I have nothing to say.
Are you checking for that north
Yeah.
direction?
If the other path was north, I would have been like, listen here.
Nope.
I am 90 years old. You will listen to me.
And Ari,
I
what were
am
you
your
gonna say?
elder.
Did we still want to try to use magic to find the way, or are we confident that Seven will remember on his own?
Remind me again, what was the magical way?
It will just show us the fastest, most direct route to the destination.
I say let's do it.
This is a good call, especially because he doesn't remember all of it. He just knows
Yeah.
the general direction to go in.
All right,
I have some.
Seven, if you just come here real quick.
Yeah. Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Don't
Just-
do it, he's gonna punch you.
What?
Oh, he's so
No.
excited. Look at the guy.
That's not even true. I just grab his
Hi.
head and tilt it back, opening his mouth, and I reach my thumb in and touch the whatever the leftover whatever that's in his mouth.
The uvula?
Somehow
No,
that's
he's
worse
got,
than
like, a
being
marking on the
punched.
roof of his
fruit, and there was like
Okay.
an imprint of the fruit, and touch that, and then his whole like mouth just begins to glow, and then I can see a line going down from his feet, stretching off to wherever.
Okay.
All right,
You are the chosen one.
I can see it now. There we go.
With even more confidence, the party continues onward.
Finds a small stream and washes hand.
Says hello
Good
to any
call.
bird we pass.
Unexpected taste.
I wanna be keeping an eye out for anything that might indicate that either the druids have been around, or if Oaz might have
Okay.
come through here / left something behind, or
Okay. Cool.
So just so you know, for the spell, for the duration, as long as you're on the same plane of existence as the destination, you know how far it is and in what direction it lies. While you're traveling there, whenever you're presented with the choice of paths along the way, you automatically determine which path is the shortest and most direct route, but not necessarily the safest route to the direction, the destination.
Okay.
Do with that as you will.
I would like to cast Flock of Familiars. I have my 3 little bear cubs roll on out and just kind of 1 farther ahead, 2 out to either side, and just check in on them occasionally so nothing
Smart.
tries to sneak up on us.
You learn, Eshna, that
Hawk as well.
because of
Yeah.
this
I was like, you got above, I got down here.
Mhm.
Yep.
The two of you both notice that it is quite hard to actually get a top-down view without being under the tree line. Once you're above the tree line, it's just trees. This is a very untraveled, very thick forest that you're traveling through.
Good.
That's why I wanted to go with the bear cubs. They can they're a
Okay.
little closer to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
All right, little miss. I thought about the tree line.
We're in a forest.
The druids.
I was like, I'm gonna summon birds, and I was like, that's not gonna help us. So I did my bears. I did.
How about my hawk flies real low and listens to stuff? How about
Listens for the Ewoks in the trees, okay?
This is good. The bears, they don't hear well, so that's good. I'm only using them for eyeballs.
Eshna would pick this up first because she's essentially got scouts at play. But Levy, you also see off in a distance. There is a makeshift tent, a little camp, a little stone fire ring of stones, and the river kind of lazily sliding up next to it. You don't see anyone though.
Oh,
how with the fire, is it currently burning?
No.
Has it been out for a while? Can I tell from this distance?
You will know
I
more
see
once
smoke.
you approach. You don't see any smoke, you don't see any light or any fire, you don't see any movement that seems humanoid or anything like that. Philo.
I have a ritual spell, telepathic bond, 8 willing creatures linked telepathically for an hour. So as long as we stop every hour and let me read a book for 10 minutes, then
Nice.
Are we traveling on foot?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
As the party gets closer, the tent is not made of any kind of fabric that makes sense. It is made of plant. It is living plant. It is not something that you would buy in town.
have I heard of something like this before?
Don't believe so. You can make a history check though.
Have I at all as a druid?
Make a history check at advantage, Eshna.
I'll just let her do it, and then maybe I'll just mumble some stuff about anything. So then,
Okay.
A what check?
History.
Anyway, it could be nature.
Sure.
Yes.
Guidance.
With
Dirty
help.
20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You pull up short. This is a creature that is trying to set a trap.
Oh. Quickly, like, stop, everybody.
Oh,
It's some sort of plant trap creature.
Yes, you know that there is a certain type of seaweed-esque creature that will try to create little tricks to pull people close. What you're looking for is probably in the river.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will explain that to everybody. There's something in the water that's controlling this, and it's to like cracking us.
can I
Go ahead, Levy.
was gonna say, can I cast a sacred flame on the trap?
Sure. What's the range?
Well,
I think
hang
it's pretty
on.
far.
60 feet.
Pod sees Levy doing this. Hang on. Before we blow anything up, what's the plan?
Kill the thing?
I mean, we don't have to go straight to killing the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
what
it's
if we
setting
just-
traps to
I have-
kill
Well,
passerby.
I have charm monster.
Well, okay, here's the. First of all, we don't even know what it is. We should find that. We should find out what kind of trap this is. Is it practical? Is it magical? Who's the thing controlling it? And there's a reason they have a trap here. Is it just because they want to eat and they're trying to catch their prey and they want that? Or is it because people have been trampling here and they're scared of that, so they're trying to set traps against it and further intrusion, in which case we can befriend it and learn more stuff.
Oh. Okay, well, I was still on board with Levy's idea of killing it. Well, I'm glad we've communicated and talked about it.
I cast sacred. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
Good talk.
So anyway,
That's a great idea. You should do that.
So anyways, it started blasting.
Is there
Can
a
I
way
make-
to like walk farther up the river and then like look in and see if I can see like the body of the creature?
Yeah,
at
so
all?
this is an ambush predator of some kind. You definitely can make a perception check if you stealth up to it. You kind of coming in at a weird angle to get some perspective. You're curious because you've heard of these things, but you've never seen one, and you don't in druid circles don't keep recorded writing in history, so you've never gotten like
Yeah.
a picture. It's just kind of been like, yo, if it's made of plant and it looks like a tent, probably one of
Look,
these things.
Eshna's seen ambush predators before, okay? She's been hanging out with me this whole time.
All right.
This looks very mustachio.
There you go. This is part of the mustache. That's all this plant
Yeah,
is.
it's a little.
Can I make an arcana check
Anarian
to
puts
see
his
if
shield on.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
All right, you guys do whatever you're gonna do. But if it attacks, I'm attacking back. So
It
I'll
attacks,
be
you
over
protect.
here, holding an action.
Yeah, I'll hold an action too.
I'm gonna give Anarian the poison I made.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hand it to you, be like, I've been messing around with some stuff. I don't know what this does, but it's not gonna be good.
All right. Now, is this like something I'd put on my weapon, or is it something? Okay.
I mean, if you could feed it directly to the thing, maybe that would be quicker or better, but probably
All right,
just hit it.
I'll figure it out.
Did you want me to roll stealth or perception?
Stealth first, and then
Stealth,
perception.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Perception would then be a 10.
10. Okay. The creature is water-like, so it's hard to fully perceive its exact shape, but what you do see is 3 eyes, 2 empty eye holes, long gross fingers, and kind of a mucusy body.
Hmm.
And it's
But
at
I
the
can
bottom of the bed of the river, all kind of coagulated down at the bottom, like kind of very snottish.
But I can see it.
You can see it.
I cast Charm Monster.
Okay, what do I have to make?
A wisdom saving throw.
You got a 10.
All right. Well, you had to make a 19, so.
All right, pictures in the Discord of the Terraform channel. Heads up, it's gross.
Of our new best friend.
Oh, God.
Charmed creature is friendly to you, and this lasts for 1 hour. I'll look back at the group and I'll be like, okay, it won't attack us now, so don't worry too much. So I'm gonna kind of like wander over to the water and just kind of like tap the water a little bit for it to like come up.
Go ahead and take a look at the picture in the Discord.
Okay.
At first, as you tap the water, little tentacly fingers just on the other side of the water, kind of playfully up, and then as you get a little closer, one long tentacle kind of reaches out along the bed and starts lifting itself up and gets about eye level with you. It's a medium-sized creature, and kind of warbles, and
Can you choose a different adjective?
warbling, and you don't like the
Not in this context. I don't know. Don't like it. Not a fan.
word.
What is this, Zoidberg?
It puts
Zoidberg's out of the...
It puts one finger out to kind of towards your hand, Eshna. You touch it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Roll initiative. This
What?
thing is not able to be charmed. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
As it tries to wrap itself around you and throw itself into the river, which procs everyone's held actions.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yep.
I was
But I
pulling
want
it
to
up.
make friends
I
with
know,
the scary
I'm sorry.
thing.
It has
I want scary friends.
psychic conditioning. The scum is immune to the frighten or charm condition unless they are unless they're affected specifically from an aboleth.
And I'm not an aboleth.
No.
Dang it. I also got 6.
We got a 6. We got a
Oh,
6.
no. 15.
All right. So
Oh.
first point. Oh, 15. Yeah, I didn't.
9.
Guys, my combat book is almost full and it's blowing my mind.
Sign
I've been at
language,
it for a minute.
16.
Alright, What is 6?
6 is hold your pinky with your
This
thumb.
pinky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just needs a hug. Yeah, he wants a hug.
I
what
was
are you
gonna
guys
give him one.
Okay, so we got 16 from Anarian, 15 from Thylo. Arian, 15 for Thylo. We've got 19 for Pod. And what was it, a 5, a 3 from Eshna?
6.
6 from Eshna, sorry.
We'll learn ASL. So 5.
Levy, what'd
10.
you get?
9.
9.
Okay.
9 is
11.
index.
Oh, 9. 6.
10 is
7,
thumbs
8,
up.
9, 10.
Here to learn says, I'm not hugging that thing.
This is like doing this or like shaking it is like the colloquial like quick way to do it, but the correct way is 5 and 10 would be 15.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if you have a 19, George, you go 19.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, so 10 can be jazz or 15 can be jazz hands?
Sort of, yeah.
Jazz hand. 1.
30.
There we go. All right. Anarium, what's your dex? Because I also rolled a 16.
It's an even 10. So
Even
no,
10.
No dex modifier.
Quick correction on the ASL. It's not jazz hands. It's backwards flashing the number. So 12 would be flashing a 2 backwards.
Okay.
Forward is 2. Backward is 12.
Jake, we got rollies. I also have a +0 to dex.
Oh, nice.
Ew.
And what's
I rolled
this,
a
though?
10.
Roll the 11.
Bird.
All right.
There you go.
All I know is you eat poop.
I learned some of the colors the other day. I found a guy that does some really amazing like how to
Was
teaching
was
them.
it the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was pointing out, like yellow, and
Yellow.
stuff like that.
Red.
The T is silent. The scum. All right, held actions. Well, sorry, before held actions, we have the thing that procs the held actions, which is her getting maybe grappled. So let's get opposing athletics checks.
But him moving in a threatening way procs my action. So
Yes,
before that happens,
this is the threatening way. This
Okay.
is,
He
it was
hasn't
gentle
done the
touch,
threatening
grab.
thing yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got a 12.
Athletics or acrobatics?
She can roll acrobatics or athletics. I have to do athletics.
13
Thank you for the reminder.
then.
13, very good.
That extra one.
19.
Hold on.
Well,
Nope, I'd have to get a 6 in order to. Okay, it's fine.
Okay. Strong tentacles wrap around you real fast. You don't
Does
find
it
yourself
hurt?
breathing.
Does that hurt me?
It let me double
So
check.
that I can do Hellish Rebuke? So I think I have to be hurt, right, to do.
mm-hmm.
Either hurt or attacked. I think.
Or it has to have taken
Actually,
damage.
yes, it does hurt you.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
that creature that has damaged you.
Okay.
You take psychic damage from touching it.
Ah, well, good thing I'm resistant.
Yeah. You need a wisdom save. Oh no, you don't. I'm sorry. You now have disadvantage on wisdom saves while touching it.
That's okay, I have advantage on wisdom saves normally.
20
So now it's
psychic
just
damage.
normal.
Half
20
down to
psychic
10.
damage, so 10. And then I'm going to Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
And it needs to make a dex saving throw for me, please.
3.
No. Take 9, 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get to our held actions. Who said hold action first? I think it was Anarian. Anarian, what you got?
Well, I don't know if this is
Powerful Hellish Rebuke.
I would have done this before it grabbed her.
Then you can either do it or not do it and you lose the held action.
Right. I'm saying like, I'm gonna cast Hold Person,
Oh, okay.
and it would have been like it moves
Like-
towards her. Boom.
Yeah, the
before
moment
it
like the
wraps her
muscle is
up,
like
because I don't want to hold him wrapped up. So like, he was waiting for hostile movement. Hostile movement is wrapping. Just no.
You are
So it
responding
would've-
to an action. The action is hostile.
Right.
Right. So grab, I believe, mechanically speaking, still procs.
It is what it's the trigger.
You can cast hold thing with me and the tentacles. That's fine.
Because using a held action is a reaction, so I get to react to the thing
The thing though is the
when
grab.
it happens. Right, and I
Okay.
react. to
Right,
do-
reacting means it happens after.
They do it after.
That's not how it works in Magic the Gathering, and that's my apologies. my it goes on the stack, so it goes first.
Oh, you cast a quick spell. Okay.
Regardless, make a wisdom save or a dex save, whatever a whole person is.
Oh.
I believe that's a wisdom save.
I think it's wisdom. It is wisdom.
That's a 9.
Oh, he locked in place.
Okay.
Good, right where I want him.
I think my main argument would be like maybe it would happen before it fully finished grabbing on, so she wouldn't be stuck in its clutches.
I don't mind being stuck here. I'll just make some in range. I'll just do all my real close attacks. It's fine.
I mean, they're auto crits now, so.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Okay, now I believe Levy had the next held action.
and I only get one move, correct?
Yeah, you get one
Like
action.
it's an action.
And for future reference, I'm pretty sure you have to declare what it is you want to do. But it's all good. What are you trying to
You were-
accomplish?
I'm just gonna cast Eldritch.
Fire.
Well, I was gonna cast Eldritch Blast, but now if she's wrapped up,
I'll be fine. I'm resistant to radiant. Hit me!
And
You-
it's not
you
an
did
AoE
say-
spell, so we'll only target.
You did say you ready to attack it. If it
Yeah.
so whatever it is you're doing is an attack.
yeah. But what kind of attack could very.
Hydrate.
Hey, thank you,
But-
Critical Bard. How you doing?
Yeah, I'll stick with the Eldritch Blast then.
Okay. Eldritch
So I got 2 beams. One's a nat 1 and the other is, oh wait, where's my, so nat 1 no matter what. The
Okay.
other is a 18.
I got
Mr.
to honor
Frozen
the
target.
nat 1 and hit Eshna with it.
You have 3, by the way, Levy. You have 3
I have
blasts.
3 now.
Yeah.
And that one was a 19 on the die.
Nice. That hits. What was the third one? Sorry.
The other was an 18.
18 also hits. So
Yeah,
one hits.
18.
So one hit. two
Attack
hit-
rolls. All attack rolls against the creature have advantage because it's paralyzed. So you get to reroll on
nice.
that one.
Let's go.
Ah.
Actually, reroll all of them. Doesn't make it a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha ha! Math is a thing. I can definitely 21.
21. 21 hits.
All 3
21.
hit. Now I need my d10s. Oh no, I don't have enough d10s.
Blue decks are the banes of my existence. Same.
The only way to play Magic the Gathering.
My poor green decks.
Look, counter
I just-
spells are just
I just want big scary
You
monsters.
can play whatever you want as long as you splash blue.
exactly. I
a
love
dab.
green and white with a sprinkle of blue.
Jeff plays Magic the Gathering. Jeff can hang with Magic the Gathering. I wouldn't say I'm good at it.
So 8, 3, and 10. Yeah.
8, 3, and 10. Heard. 18, 21.
E.
Nice. 18, 22. Sorry.
Sure.
I'm having a
How
brain
not
fart.
math.
It is 21.
E. I'm with you either way.
All right. And Thylo, did you say you were holding an action?
Yep.
What's up?
Hide.
Okay. Roll stealth. Ah.
14.
Everyone turns to look at Thylo.
14. All right. You can find a large clump of rocks or hide behind a tree.
Tree.
Tree it is. You hide behind a
I
tree.
am tall and skinny.
And Pod, I don't think you said you were holding an action, so we go to initiative with Pod at the top.
Can we?
Oh
Take
yeah,
a
let's
quick
grab a
break
break
right now?
real quick, chat. Thank you for reminding me. We'll be right back. I'm sure it will be
Hooray.
fine.
Woo!
Back. Top of the round, Pod.
Murder!
Okay.
Yeah, that. Pod yells and Eshna! And then spiritual weapon
Okay.
at 4th level. So that will appear and it'll attack. That is a bonus action to hit, and it's still frozen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for 28, 24?
24 hits.
24 hits. It's not automatic crit, right?
It is indeed.
It is indeed an automatic critical hit. Okay.
Any melee hit is an auto crit.
Okay. So it's gonna be 48. Da-da-da-da. 6, 16, 21, 26. 26 force damage.
26 force damage. Heard.
Mm-hmm. You said all melee crit are crits. Can I am I able to try and attack the stuff that's clinging to Eshna to maybe break
That's
it?
the creature itself. The creature itself is grappling it.
Oh, okay. What is it grappling with though?
It's got 2 very gross arms and many, many tentacles.
Oh, good. Yeah. I was considering the whole like, can I like chop up like the tentacles or whatever to free Eshna, but I don't know if there's a mechanical way of doing
There
that.
isn't. You can't call your shots in D&D.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it breaks the game.
Yeah. Wild. Okay. Do I want to run up and hit it or just want to? I just want to hit it. I'm gonna get sneak attack on it either way.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll run up and strike it within striking distance, so I get that advantage.
Nice, nice, nice.
Why not? Oh, look at that, nat 20 on the die. Okay. Oh wait, I get.
You auto
never
crit.
mind. I auto crit anyway, so never mind. I am gonna throw my my cutlery. My
Cutlery barrage.
Okay.
Does sneak attack also double?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the weapon dice.
Yep.
Or all the damage dice.
Okay. Well, that's that, and then my regular blades are. I think they're just. Is the first attack a D6? Yeah, it's a D6. So 2d6, 2, 4, 6, 8 d6. It's, are those dex attacks? They are dex attacks, so +4. Oh, wow. Okay. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30.
Oh my
5
God.
of those d6s were 6s.
Nice.
So 30, 38 additional, I believe, psychic damage.
How
Yes.
much? Sorry, 38.
38 psychic damage.
God damn. All right.
I'm still 30 feet away from it.
Okay.
Man, hold person, man.
Oh yeah, old person is just.
Don't like it. Todd's not happy with it, but you know.
I did
Got
try
Eshna
to
right
do
now,
something
so.
to you similarly earlier, so.
It's not humanoid, and so we're okay.
This is an aberration.
Yeah.
Is that your turn,
Okay.
Pod?
I hope so.
Anarian.
All right. We going to run up on it, I guess. Mace dropping down with its star glow, and I'm gonna bop it.
Freeze it. Stop it.
Twist.
Stab it.
Hold
I'm
it.
glad I'm not the only one that's
Oh,
what came to mind.
That's really stupid that I rolled a 20 when I crit anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel the same way. Listen, dice, just take it back. Just take it back,
It's like-
man. Okay? Hold on to that.
I need that for when he breaks out. All right, so that's gonna be
Good practice run.
8d6 and 4d8.
Oh no.
Just be glad he didn't put the poison on it.
Oh shoot! I totally forgot about the poison. Sorry.
He handed it to you if you want to have said you applied it.
Would it be a bonus action to just like smack him and then shove it down his throat?
We weren't in we weren't in combat yet, so I'll say that you can have applied it to your ring flail beforehand. As far as force feeding it, it is goo. It is a gelatinous being. You can just kind of dump on it.
No, I thought one of those holes was a mouth. Guess not.
It's got like fin things. It's weird.
Is it like one-time use, or can I just kind of dip it in?
It is a one-time use.
It's a one-time thing, yeah.
That is correct, George.
Good thing I rolled a 20 then.
I mean, for science, I should test it out. So Thilo knows what it does,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This is all just one big field trip.
Everything's a science experiment at Thyla.
So how much extra
Every
damage
one.
does this add?
It's not extra
It's
damage. He just
for-
rolls a con save. And then poisoned, I believe, gives him disadvantage on all attacks and ability checks for the duration of the poison.
Sorry, Thilo. I rolled a dirty 20 for the
Well, I
con.
mean-
I rolled a 16
I mean,
and plus
I guess
4.
that wasn't explained. But that's okay because silvery barbs.
Jeff's favorite.
17.
I don't know what the save was for that, but
It was 18.
18.
18. Oh, all right, cool. So we
Wait. What did it? How far away was it from? Haley?
Oh, it did.
One.
It was one away.
Oh, before?
Oh, okay.
It did
I'm gonna
fail.
use my reaction here real quick.
We already failed.
Here you go.
It failed.
Yeah, he silvery
Oh, it
barbs
failed.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was
Good thinking though. That dude Daniel says, "Why are you eating the cheese
Oh.
stick like that?"
Oh, someone finally decided to take note. I've been doing this every week.
For
Literally
years.
every week, just finding different ways of just eating this cheese stick.
It was
Also, you-
noted last week too.
Esther, you already used your reaction for Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I
true.
did. I thought that was in response, and then the round started.
Hmm.
Because it was before the round.
That's actually a good point. While Jake is doing them numbers, how long have you been with us, George, eating cheese sticks? How many cheese sticks do you think you've consumed? Because you usually eat more than one, and almost every episode you sit down at, you've got cheese sticks. How
It
much-
depends. It depends on how quickly I eat them.
We should get a sponsorship lined up.
Someone actually guessed correctly the tally of the amount of cheese sticks that I was eating last episode. I was impressed with that. They were paying attention. But I will, for the person that is keeping track, I did eat one off screen. So add one to whatever your count think it is right now. You know, just throwing that out there. Being fair.
That's what we appreciate about you.
64 damage.
64 damage. God damn. All right.
That's what you appreciate about me, Squirrely Dan.
Okay, is that your turn, Noreen?
Yeah.
All right. Scum's turn. Scum's looking rough, but still clinging on. I'm going to roll to see if I can get out of hold person, correct? I believe I can do that. Bop. It's a 1.
Oh.
You're having a lot of fun this battle.
Yeah, it's great.
I think he crit failed, so he just dies.
Yeah, you know what? I'm out.
His lungs are now also frozen.
Oh, his heart.
Which brings us to Thylo.
Okay. Thylo is going to. All right, he's not afraid.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys get a telepathic message from Thylo of, why don't we not kill it? Ha 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 ha. It could have information. And then Thylo is going to. Eshna, are you still held by it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I want to throw bookmark at you
Okay.
so you can catch it and use it to teleport away.
Okay. She's grappled, so you throw it. Thylo throws it. Eshna will be trying to catch it at disadvantage.
I was gonna say, can she use her mouth?
Yeah.
Well, she's not
If you
restrained. So,
Oh,
yeah. Grapple
she's
is just
grappled.
like, she's just like a tentacle
So I have
around the
enough
waist
to be
kind
like,
of thing.
All right,
This.
sure. If you, yeah, okay. That
Alternatively-
costs you your action.
I will accept
Object interaction.
that.
We'll call it an action, as you
Yeah.
take the time to line up and throw a bookmark.
Thanks.
Am I rolling to hit?
No, I'm gonna say this passes off. It's just gonna cost the action because she's not
Okay.
she's not restrained. She's just grappled. So Eshna, you catch it. You flail about a little bit, but you manage to catch it.
Ah,
You can bonus action dimension door. Unless it would be, Feff, your call. Do you want her on her turn bonus
Yeah, it
action
would be her
dimension
turn.
door?
It would be on her
Okay.
turn.
okay.
And then I want to move towards the tent.
Okay, you begin moving
I wanna
towards
get-
the tent.
Yeah, I want to get as close as I can to the tent, but still remain behind cover from the thing.
You can see the various somewhat hidden bits of plant that have come up from the river that connect to this makeshift tent. Even the stones around the rock circle of the fireplace, those are kind of darker clumps of plant.
Okay.
Okay. Levy with Eshna on deck.
So, remind me, is Eshna still there, or did she get away?
She's still
I'm
there.
still there.
She's still there, but she's holding a dagger that can teleport her 500 feet away.
And you also know that I do have Misty Step.
Yeah. Okay.
Thematically, the dagger thing was cooler.
Oh no, I would much rather use the dagger as a bonus action and use my action for something else. 100%. I'm just like, Levy knows.
Yeah, I would know this just from
Eshna's
being
A-okay.
around. I'm going to cast Hex
Ooh, okay.
as a bonus action on the creature. And then I
don't
think
it
that
is
just,
that, correct?
yeah,
Yes.
that's just, it's there.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast again.
Eldritch Blast, very good.
And I get 3 of those. Where things go? Here they are. You're being not included because you failed me with that one. No. Okay. I rolled a... on the die, it's a 14 and 2 17. Plus 7.
What do we got total?
To hit.
Yeah. 14 plus 7. 21. Thank you. That hits.
Okay. And the 17's hit too, plus 7.
17's
So-
also hit, yep.
Yeah. Okay, damage time.
Did you roll all of those at advantage to see if you can get a crit?
I did not.
That's a good idea.
Roll 3 more.
Roll 3 more.
You like rolling dice?
That's
You're in the
a
right
15
game.
on the die. Oh, a 20
Hey, see,
Let's
there you go.
There we go.
and a 10.
All right. Well, one of them crits.
Yeah, you're the good one. you get to sit over here with
You
me.
have my love and favor.
Don't tell the others you're my favorite.
Thank you,
So
Audrey.
remind me, on a crit, what exactly happened?
It means you
I've
rolled
never had a
twice
crit.
the damage die. You've never had a crit?
I don't think so.
have.
That's
You
not
have.
true.
That's
You've
not
had a
true.
crit.
Really?
You have. Yes, you have.
Guys,
I can't
stop. She's never
remember.
had a crit. This is a cool moment. Hooray!
10.
Damage time.
But if this is her first
18.
crit, that means she forgot about the time that she crit and finished off a dragon in the last campaign.
Yeah,
I'm definitely forgetting that. 22. 32.
Two
I
games
provoked.
38.
It might have been. It was like the undead one or something like that. I forget.
40.
It was like part of Berdee's
Oh yeah.
arc.
The
It's like underwater. Or,
the held breath.
yeah, those ones.
That was a fun
40.
one.
40.
40. Okay. All right, it's not looking good. Is that your turn, Levy?
I'm going to move a little bit closer to be between the creature and Thylo.
Okay. Eshna, at the beginning of your turn, mind-breaking touch. You're going to take some damage because you're still in contact with it.
Okay.
Take 12 psychic damage.
So I
And you
take-
have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws until the end of the scum's next turn.
Scum.
To scum.
I'm gonna bonus action hit the knife to bamf away from it. And because Thylo said to maybe like not kill it, I'm actually gonna use my action to look at the creature, and I'm gonna form my mind link with it.
Ooh, interesting.
And I'm gonna be like, I am sorry that I charmed you. I was afraid that you were going to attack us and our friends, but You attacked first. We do not wish you any harm. If you calm down, all of this will stop.
Okay, roll persuasion. I'll give you advantage because you've beat the living Christ out of it.
I think two of us don't mean it any harm.
28.
28. Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay. All right. It responds in deep speech.
Menti would have known.
But you get
What
the
the
vibe
heck
that
is
it
deep
did
speech?
understand you. Deep speech
I'm like,
is
insight check.
Cthulhu?
It's the water
sure, yeah.
people.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
it's deep speech is Cthulhu speaks primordial, but in other iterations of Cthulhu, he's like a deep sea dwelling creature. That's deep speech.
17 for that insight to see if I can get the vibe of the gurgles.
The gurgles. Okay, 17 on the vibe check. You get a diffusing sensation. It's panicked. It's got very few hit points left.
Okay.
And it is super down.
We'll look forward to the team, and I'm gonna be like, all right. It's conceding
How do you know?
because I just spoke to it in its mind.
You can talk. You could talk to it.
I can talk to like almost everying.
What
Give
did it
me a
say
plant,
specifically?
an animal.
Pod, you look over and it's going.
Specifically.
Roll a performance check for that gurgle sound you did, Taylor.
That's gonna be a 11.
Sounds good to me. No.
It was a very nice.
Okay. That's the end of your turn, Eshna? Would you like to hold?
My action.
Okay, you did do an action.
That's all I have. Yeah, my
Okay.
action was to mind link with it and
Right.
converse. So.
hydrate.
Pod and Anarian are up next if you want to hold your actions, or we can attack and go through combat because basically the scum is after the two of you in the rotation of the combat.
Eshna's gone. Eshna's freed now and has stated that they're backing down. So Pod was already going to do subdual damage to it because of what Thilo said. So instead, yeah, we won't attack it.
Okay, Anarian?
But I will cast. I'll go over to Eshna and I'll cast tongues on Eshna.
Oh.
Okay, excellent.
You have to, I believe, tongues only makes it so that the thing you touch can understand whatever you say. Oh, never mind. Any spoken language it hears. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Neato.
Neato.
I was going to do
Neato
comprehend
burrito.
languages,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
comprehend language is the easier
but that
one.
one absolutely
This
works
is the
too.
second or third level spell, tongues.
Okay,
I don't
and,
know why you stopped the combat music. I didn't say I wasn't gonna kill
I
it.
was
No, I'm
gonna
just
ask,
kidding.
I was gonna ask, is everybody letting it live essentially?
Now.
For now, okay. Then
Can we
I will-
hold actions in
I will
case
hold
it?
an
absolutely,
action.
absolutely.
Yeah, my mallet is still over top of it.
Sure.
Right.
The
So I'm like,
So, do you want me to let it free then?
no, maybe don't
All
let
right.
it free just yet.
All right,
Okay.
good.
I'm gonna speak into its mind again. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Pod. I can understand what you're saying now. Hi, I'm Eshna. We are just passing through. I am sorry we have wandered onto your territory.
Greetings. I have not spoken with anyone in some time. My wording is rusty.
Oh, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Do not many people come down this way? Are you all alone out here?
I hunting.
What are you hunting?
There's
What?
There is some very tasty people. I have been sent to eradicate them.
Who sent you?
My lord, the Aboleth.
Why does the Aboleth want you to eradicate these people?
There's a moment where it seems befuddled. It's never even thought to think that. You realize it is charmed by the Aboleth.
I thought it can't be charmed.
It can only be
Oh,
charmed
Oh, it can by the
Aboleth.
Aboleth. That's right. Okay.
It is basically a minion. There is a force that is opposed to the Silver Bastion.
Okay. I'm gonna look back at the group, but I'm gonna say, guys, I think it's charmed. Does anyone have a way to remove that?
I have
Yeah,
dispel
actually.
magic.
I throw up my bubble.
Your bubble?
My
Oh.
bubble,
Oh.
which will end
your
a charming
Your
effect.
bubbles.
Huh.
Bubble tea bubble.
Cool.
Star powers. We're just the Sailor Scouts.
Yeah, like
I'm doing some reading here. And Anarian, you're surprised when it doesn't seem to break. Abolethic vassal. The scum is permanently charmed by its Aboleth master.
Ooh. Permanently.
Leans over to Pod. So now do we kill it?
Looks to Eshna.
Did it?
How do we kill it?
No.
Did it
no.
say
No.
what species it was sent to eradicate?
A very tasty people.
It's probably
I'm thinking
the druids, right?
It has an intelligence of 7. So names might be beyond it. It's simply been sent here to cause death and pain and suffering.
I'm gonna look towards it and be like, where is your master? When you're done with all of this work, for you to report back to them.
My master can be found in the swamps to the north. A cursed land, gently resting next to a beautiful one.
His master's in the swamp. Something about resting near something beautiful.
I'm going to the
There's
map.
There is a jinn in the swamp.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so we are here.
That's right.
And all the heckin' way up here is the swamp, a cursed, roiling place. Here is Hayden's Rest, or Hayden's Peace. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. And this is the pretty place he is referencing. It's a offshoot of this mire that is simply a shallow land surrounded by lilies. And we're all the way down here.
okay. Is there any way that I could convince you to maybe take a break and not eat all the people? You know, like, come back to your job later if you feel like it in like a few years.
Has-
I am quite wounded.
Has it hunted anybody recently?
Have you eaten recently? Have you been successful in any of your hunts lately?
No.
No, it hasn't.
Okay, I'm trying to think about if there's any way we could get information, like maybe if anybody from the chain circle has come this way, or any of the druids or the djinn.
Has
But
anyone passed and you've just they've bypassed your trap? Have you seen anyone?
There
Oh.
was an elf.
An elf
Yes, with a shiny mouth.
with a shiny mouth.
And we have strict orders not to hurt the elves with the shiny mouths.
Was
Okay.
Boaz an elf?
he's potentially referring to the guy that I just met. Are you relaying all this telepathically to us?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to cast Minor Illusion and give myself a mask and take the fake things off my...
And as your allies, you can also take orders from us to just take a break on the hunting. We'll be back when we'll let you know when you can start the hunting again. But for now, you're hurt, so you should go rest up, go be out of commission. We'll head up to the swamp and let your master know and everything, because obviously, we're friends. And
Better-
then when
Roll
We'll come back.
deception with the help action from Philo giving you advantage. Go ahead, Levy.
I was gonna say, shouldn't we ask it to do some scouting for us, to go ahead and scout for us and come back?
got an 18 and a nat 20.
Nice. You want to tell it to do some
He's-
scouting?
Either scout ahead or lay here and do reconnaissance while we keep going.
I
Make
would
sure
say
no one
stay
falls
here
behind.
because I don't know if it was like scout ahead and then accidentally hunt something.
Yeah.
Well, if we tell it not to attack when that...
I don't know
Like-
how much power our words have to make it not attack. I think the most power our words have right now is to make it go sit somewhere and heal.
It's a long hair. Sorry.
Because I don't know if the charm of the abolist guy will overweigh that.
Yeah, it is in essence dominated completely. But with a 19 and a 20, with a 20 on the deception,
I will retreat. I will mend. And then I will wait.
Yes. Wait and keep track of anything that you happen to see or notice, and we'll gather a report when we come back to you as well, okay?
Okay.
and as it starts back into the water, Anarian, you do notice that in this conversation and combat kind of took over 10 minutes. It started raisoning a little, and as it returns to the water, it returns to its more full form.
Wait, so it said there was an elf with a glowing mouth, but the only other elf we met, wasn't he wearing a mask? So you can't see his mouth?
He was
The-
wearing a metal
mask is
muzzle.
The metal muzzle is
Yeah.
The glowing thing.
And this thing has an intelligence of 7, so it's like, oh, it's shiny mouth. I guess it glows.
I'm gonna go investigate the tent now.
The tent is beginning to fall apart.
Just a trap.
But you can see as you have gotten closer, the various barbs that are very small, almost like a cat's tongue, but a bit more vicious. And you think it might have tried to cocoon whoever tried to make use of it.
Hmm.
Can I make a nature check to see maybe if those barbs are poisonous?
Sure. That would be a medicine. We'll call it nature.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
They are not poisonous, but they very much can wrap in cocoon and restrict Homeboy does not have any poisonous capabilities.
Okay, so that wrapping and restricting, that I'm assuming that's a magical effect controlled by the scum.
It is a natural kind of puppeteering thing going on that it has control over the plant. Less magical, more
attunement.
Yeah,
sort
I
of?
guess more of just a feature of the creature. Which is immensely satisfying to say. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Creature feature.
Creature feature. It's no longer racial features, it's creature feature.
Creature feature.
I'm gonna healing light myself a little bit, just to get some health back.
Okay.
In case you didn't see chat, we all have 19 temp HP.
Yep.
What has Seven been doing?
Seven.
time?
Oh yeah.
I forgot about.
We all
Kevin
did.
just went, I can do it!
Yeah. Like waiting for his turn, like, oh my god, no. Okay, yeah, no.
He swings down from a tree and puts the arrow back in his quiver. Kind of looks up, a little wide-eyed. That's new.
Yeah, we're terrifying if we want to fight. Oh, right, the other thing. Yeah, that's new. Yep.
Y'all are very impressive.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You still feel good going forward?
Oh,
Quite the vote of confidence there, Seven. Just like taps him on the back as keeps going.
As the bubble like begins to fade away, I'll do one last end of fear effect on Seven, give him some courage.
let's get this bread. And the party continues moving onwards. The path weaves northward, curling lazily around a mountain. You briefly hear, as you're passing by the foot of this mountain, wooden cracks, the clack of wood against leather, and someone barking out orders again. Sloppy, watch your footwork. You know, and stuff like that. You think there's likely to be a monastery somewhere up that mountain, echoing down.
Good guys, right? Good guys.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like they came to
helped.
they gathered to protect the town.
Yeah.
Right.
You said they're up the mountain?
Yeah.
Like we're going around the mountain, so they're like
around
up
the base
mountain?
of the mountain, and then they're somewhere up in the loftier bits of the mountain.
Because that's always the safest and easiest way to build things, is right on the side of mountains. Real roofers love it, by the way. They love doing that.
They see me coming, they go, no!
Levy, you seem like you have an idea of a kind.
I want to go mess with them.
You wanna scamper up the?
Yeah. I'm gonna cast. Wait, how high up is it? If we can hear them, it's probably not that far up that they
You're
are.
not
right?
sure because you can't see them. But once you break the tree line, you might have a bit of a. Oh, there goes the bird. Philo's like, hang on, I got it. One of his eyes rolls into the back of his head. Oh, thank you for the follow, Misty Mountain Streaming. Great name. About 600 feet up the mountainside, you see a monastery. Kind of an open courtyard area, walls surrounding it, and one primary building that's a bit tall. A couple of floors. There's a waterfall as well that runs down towards this river.
Does it look like there's a path up anywhere? Like,
Yes,
stairs
but it's
or-
likely the other side of the mountain. If there is a
Look at my
path, it is hidden
spells.
to your eyes.
I'm gonna cast Spider Climb.
Okay.
And I'm going up.
All right. Without a word. Wee.
And also, as I'm going up, I'll kind of scan ahead to see if I can't see any. I'm mainly trying to see anything for the druids, so I'm thinking maybe like smoke fire or I don't know, any activity generally.
Okay. You get a few 100 feet up and you start looking around. Make a perception check.
Yeah, no, I'm not great at those. And, 16.
You see a gleam of silver, just briefly, in the shifting winds of the trees and such. There's a brief moment where there's a bit of parting, and you see a flash of silver before it's covered up again. Along the path.
Continuing up.
You continue upwards towards the monastery, and
Secretly.
Roll for
Sneakily.
stealth. Roll for stealth.
Let me add that in. I'm not just gonna.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
I'm coming to get you.
Okay. 26.
Okay, you manage to get all the way up the cliff onto the wall, and you can kind of peek out, and you see roughly 40 or so teenagers, shaved heads, geese. They're practicing with their bow staff. They're practicing forms and strikes. You can see off to the corner, 2 of them are grappling on the ground. And
One of them's airbending, you know.
So many pies.
One cabbage stand.
A couple of these very serious-faced monks, kind of stepping back and forth with their own bow staffs, and would hit a leg out to fix posture and stuff like that, barking orders, and kind of a few of the younger ones, still with hair. They got their geese on. They're kind of running about, and there's a more maternal-looking monk who has who's got this kind of control over some magical artifact, and with her mind is having it flit about, and they're all scampering after it. And what is clear to you is what they see as play is them being trained in agility. And they're scampering about and moving up, and very minimal, very early stages of like parkour elements as they scamper about the monastery.
It's a very lawful, good, wholesome, beautiful monastery that we're about to ruin.
Somewhat.
We're
a party for a reason, okay? We're a party for a reason.
I'm pretty sure we all don't have spider climb, and one just.
There she goes.
We'll be here when you get back, I guess.
We're just cooking.
We're all mind linked still from Silo, so that's nice at least.
So my first goal and the most important goal, I want to try and get inside and find any kind of map room, any kind of like storage room in the sense of where they put the important stuff. I'm trying to see, or any kind of cell. I don't know if a monastery would have that, even if it's a makeshift one.
Okay,
I'm trying to see if they have anything related to the djinn or the druids, or anybody else who could have come through.
Go ahead and roll investigation. I'm gonna carry over your high stealth check as you flit down and you begin moving between shadow to shadow, and kind of at one point you kind of do a little cartwheel thing, half tucked through a window, and you start sifting through. You find kind of an office that's empty, and you start moving through the papers and you start looking around.
Levy, have
17.
you reported?
Have I reported
any of this to us telepathically?
Oh yeah, but it wouldn't be so like straightforward. She'd be like, "Oh, they're learning how to run fast. How cute! Oh, they haven't shaved their heads yet. Oh, so cute. Oh, that one's form is awful. He's gonna need a lot more training. Like little things like that would
Little
essentially
updates.
Yeah, it would paint the picture of what's going on, but not like, oh, the people are training to the south end of the monastery, and like that's just not her.
17 on the investigation. You do find a few roadmaps that will be of use to you. To the north, which is the direction the party's currently going. You see an interesting study that's been made by a monk of some kind, a previous leader of this micro community. I just community, where they were looking into these strange silver markings that they were finding. You don't find okay. With a 17 on investigation, it seems that this silver path is broken up into a bunch of nonsensical patterns. You're not 100% sure what you're looking at, but it's useful.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's mine now. And now I want to go into wherever the like head guy's room would be.
Like his living quarters?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to move a bunch of stuff around and hide things.
Okay.
Trying to gaslight this character. This very interesting caretaker.
Absolutely. Just hide a bunch of stuff. Anything that looks important is gonna be like under the mattress, or like just like not really doing any real damage, but you know, old habits die hard. So
I am curious that your alignment is chaotic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to make sure that the monk has a chaotic nature in order to do
absolutely.
Thyla.
How long have we been traveling to this point? Like, are we getting towards kind of like the end of the day where we want to start talking about?
I'd say we're about 2 hours into the afternoon.
Okay.
And just to confirm, did not find any special tools, anything else besides like things like that?
They don't have much.
Sweet.
You hear Thylo say, Levy, in your head, why don't we just come up there and talk to them?
They've never been very nice to me, so that was not something that was an option in my head. This is much more fun. You can come up and talk to them. I'll meet back around with you guys.
No response from Thylo. I immediately just start doing mold earth and creating stairs straight up the mountainside.
Oh, so we're all just gonna do this then. Look, I was fine with Levy just doing whatever she wanted to do. I don't really like talking to people that much either. So
But what if they know things?
Everybody knows things, Tyler.
What I know is that I can only find the path for so long, so we shouldn't be making unnecessary detours.
That's a good point.
I'll happily still continue on the path with Anarian and you, Pod, if you guys you do want.
To be fair, I was planning on coming back after I moved this piece of paper over in this drawer, and
she's done this before. I'm not. It's just some pranks.
well, if Thyla wants to go talk to them, they can. But I think I should follow my brother and just go on the path. You'll catch up. Yeah, I got you in my head for another 3 hours or so.
Yeah.
Okay. Thylo begins the ascent. Eshna, Pod, and Anarian. The three of you continue on, and you after some
Where does Seven go?
Seven stays with Pod, Eshna, and Anarian.
Okay.
You can direct him to do something different.
Seven, you kind of know where we are, right?
Yeah.
Can you stay with them just for if they get a little lost?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Of course. Is Seven included in the psychic connection?
I can get up to 8. So
it stands to reason you would have included him. Okay.
Yeah, not in my connection, but in Ben's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sub channels in the voice channel.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong telepathic group text.
Yeah. That was just a group
left side of
text.
the brain. I meant to send that to the right side of the brain.
Mine is like I'm the operator for phone calls.
Just watch John Wick.
Yeah. That's just like one way, like connection, only one person at a time. Mine is like I'm connected to 4 people, but you can only hear me and I can only hear you.
Okay.
Weird.
Real quick, Eshnapod and Anarian, the 3 of you continue on for a ways, and after about an hour or so, the dirt path disappears. It just fades off, and after some foraging and moving forward a bit, you find this sliver of silver on the road. That is road on the ground in the earth. The grass has kind of grown over it a bit, and it's just kind of this flat, arcing slice of silver on the floor.
Magic eyes.
There is some innate magic here. Actually, I'm sorry. There's a profound amount of magic here.
Oh God! Right.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, oh.
No, I stared directly at it. That was stupid.
There is a lot of protection to keep this here. There's no danger to it, but you do see it linked with other slivers of silver that are kind of buried a bit. Okay. And it has this swerving, nonsensical pattern.
Okay, so this looks like this is protected to stay here, and it's kind of connected, it looks like, to other ones. And I'm gonna kind of point out to Anarian like where they're connecting. Does this fall on the line that you see?
God?
Yeah, Anarian, your path is to the panacea fruit. And so it does align in the same direction, but does not cohesively line up with this swirling path pattern.
They would also know that I got some kind of map, so to speak, of silver paths, so they would at least have some context there.
Okay. And I'll relay back to you two, being like, we found a piece of silver and it is connected to things.
It doesn't line up directly.
Okay.
But it does go in the same general direction.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep my magic eyes on, and anytime it stops, put them back on, and kind of like see where they differ, and keep track of where the silver path is versus where we're wandering towards the fruit.
Okay. Moving forward, Thylo. You know what? Let's take a quick break. And then we'll come right back. We'll be right back, chat. Woo! You get the pretty. We return at the turn of the tide. George is grabbing more cheese sticks. Thylo, you're about halfway up. When. Whoa there! You're down there! And there is a young man with what looks like a real nasty barb on a chain coiled along his forearm. He goes, "What you doing?"
Hello, my name is Thylo. This is 7? Is that your name?
Yep.
And this is 7.
Hi.
We're making our way down this path from...
Middle
What was
Mist.
the name
We're
of
from Middle Mist. Oh, I'm from Middle Mist. What are we doing? Why are we?
Oh, we're making our way north towards the Silver Road. We heard you guys training up at your monastery. We would just like to stop and rest for a minute and possibly ask about some knowledge of our trek ahead.
And I'm from Middle Mist.
Yes.
All right, come on up.
Thank you.
A lot of the kids like are poking their heads out now, looking at you as you get to the top. The dude reaches down and helps you cross over the wall and places you down. The training still continues, and as some of them like stop, can look up, the monks kind of pay attention, and they get back to it. The kids are all kind of swarmed around you guys. And he goes, well, you'll want to talk to the sensei, I think, before you can officially have your leave.
Yeah, take us to whoever we need.
Of course. You are escorted into a kind of tea room, where some piping hot tea and a small saucer of milk is put to the side. And one of the doors slides open and a blind man steps in, kind of looking up. He goes, welcome. And he steps forward and he sits down and goes, Anderson, someone has moved my furniture and resulted in myself hurting my shin. If you could look into that for me and have my room reset, thank you. Of course, sir. And Anderson kind of scuttles away. Yes, Leffy.
You just hear a why.
To be fair, if Levy had known that, she wouldn't have done that. And I didn't move furniture, I moved things, but we can go with it. I said like papers and stuff, like not full on furniture. But either way, I want to sneak into the room after Addison has left.
Okay, that's gonna be a new stealth check.
Okay, that's fine. I'm very stealthy.
How may I be of assistance?
Hi, my name is Thylo, and this is Seven. What can I call you?
You can call me Terrence.
Is that with like a P at the?
Really? So Anderson doesn't count? It's guys.
Okay.
You're literally not allowed to have any more names ever with the letter T. Literally never.
Watch me.
21.
21. 7 and Thylo. Not even you guys see her stealthily enter the room. You may call me Terrence.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Terrence. As I was saying, we are headed north along this path at the bottom of the mountain from Middle Mist.
Middle Mist, yeah.
And we just heard you guys training up here and decided that maybe it would behoove us to stop by for a brief rest and to possibly ask you about any tips, tricks, or anything that we may have to look out for on our path continuing northward.
Well, for starters, I wouldn't go that way. It tends to be quite dangerous. People don't usually come back. There is a group of people out there. They are unruly and wild, and from what we understand, cannibalistic.
Yeah, so I have heard.
What is the nature of your inquiry? Why do you travel through that region?
I'm looking for my father.
Oh, my apologies. My condolences then. Hopefully he traveled through that region and was safely made it through.
I also hope that. And I understand that it is dangerous, and I've heard about these cannibalistic people, so maybe, possibly, if you have... if I were to give you like a map of the area, could you maybe... I don't want to insult you, but more or less point out the proper way.
If the people of Middlemist are vouching for you, then I am happy to lend my aid. You may rest here as long as you need. And I will see what I might be able to drum up for you.
Thank you kindly, Terrence.
Nice. Good.
Nice and wholesome, Levy. Nice and wholesome. Wholesome conversations.
See, aren't we happy I came up here?
Can't wait for him to try to find the map that you have.
He summons one of the kids, and the kid scampers up, and he speaks to him quietly and runs off. We will search our archives. There was a former master of mine who was very curious about these people, and we believe it led to his downfall. He journeyed there to prove something, I'm sure, and never returned.
What was his name?
I want to do another T name. Just to spite
Just
you
T.
assholes.
Sensei T.
Just take the meme and run with it. Make it less fun for us. That's what you're trying to do.
His name was Alan Wheel.
Another
How
A
long
name.
ago
My God.
Oh
did
my
Alan
god.
How long ago did Alan Wheel travel this road? Do you think possibly he could still be out there?
I was a child at the time. It is not likely that he survived.
Have you heard about, what is it called, the Silver Road?
That is the mythos surrounding that region. Can't say I've encouraged my pupils to journey in that direction. We have forbid most from even going through those woods. Many of our pupils come from the aristocracy, and for them to be so reckless would put ourselves in danger.
I understand, and I only wish that we had the good fortune to avoid taking this road. But alas, this is the only direction that we have going for us right now, and we must follow it to its bitter end. So if you have any information at all about the Silver Road, whether it's a myth or a story, I would be happy to hear. Anything at all can be.
It is known that there are silver things, and I don't know much aside from this. As far as your journey goes, the two of you should take this. And he opens up a small, he pulls out a small wooden box and opens it and hands both of you, you being Philo and Seven, a tea leaf.
What about me?
Oh my goodness gracious. He snaps his fingers. And the door swings open and 5 rather large monks like quickly move in and flank around. And have you popped up, Levy?
Yeah, I would imagine I was just behind the two.
Okay.
And that's why they didn't see
7
me yet.
jumps, like leaps in surprise. I did not know that there was a third one amongst your midst. A rather cruel prank to play on an old blind man, he says with a smile.
I tend to be a bit more on the quiet side. My apologies.
Not at all.
Levy.
I have been lacking as a host. Would you care for some tea?
Have they drank the tea yet? Have I seen them drink
He
the
burnt
tea?
his tongue.
And nothing happened?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't trust it. I'm actually quite okay. Thank you, though. I do greatly
He
appreciate it.
raises one eyebrow.
Not much of a
Yes.
tea person.
Well, my hospitality will never be questioned to the allies of Middle Mist. Take as long as you need. And with a slightly affronted air, he gets up and leaves.
Did I get a third thing? That I'm gonna say. Excuse me. Can I get one of those
He pauses.
that you gave the other two?
He pauses. What does your name do?
Levy.
No.
I guess they will be hearing about the hospitality in Middle Mist.
Come on, wouldn't you want to treat gosh dang, what is her name?
He's gone. You
Okay.
want to chase after him?
Yeah, kind of. Not
Okay.
chase, not like aggressively.
You go to
just kind of
approach,
like
and some of the monks kind of stand in your way.
Yeah, he's blind. His hearing's really, really good, so you can still call after him. He'll hear you.
yeah, I was gonna holler out.
Your enabling,
really-
Jake, comes at weird moments, brother.
I wanted to.
We've
I
already
wanted
detoured.
to.
We might as well go all the way.
I wanted to holler out. Oh, but wouldn't you want to help out one of what's the girl's name? The granny at the town. The head.
Ani.
Ani.
Ani. Wouldn't you want to help out one of Ani's pupils?
One of the monks before you goes, "We've done much to help.
I
We
haven't
rallied when we
received.
were called. You should not approach the sensei in such a way. You should have some manners."
I'm just saying, you give gifts to two, but not the third.
So
That seems a bit
undisciplined.
lacking in manners.
I tried.
Silo
Did
at
my
this
best with
point-
what I had.
Silo at this point is going to stand up and put a hand on your shoulder, Levy, and looking at the other monks, be like, "Listen, we are so sorry about that. We just truly appreciate the hospitality you've shown so far. Levy, isn't that right?"
I don't know. I haven't received any hospitality.
Maybe he heard only 2 tea leaves, Levy. Maybe we can just take these
He
2
definitely
tea leaves and
has
sit down
more.
and listen.
He definitely has more.
The monks that are younger are aghast at your tone, at the audacity that you would ever push and question someone that they hold very honored and stuff like that. And you are transgressing on kind of the social dynamic at work here. No, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, Levy has not really ever cared about the social dynamics anywhere, let alone the monasteries.
Regardless, he does not reappear. And the monks do kind of, while they're kind of side-eyeing you guys, they still consider you allies, and they all kind of go back to their business.
So they leave.
Mhm.
Excellent. I don't have anything else. I just found it funny they left.
A little bit of time passes, Silo. You're nervous, and then there's a small as the door moves aside again, and a teenager of a kind. Looks like he's probably having to do grunt work due to as a disciplinary action. He comes in and he goes, "I'm very sorry, we were not able to find any official documents. We thought we had some, but I'm afraid we don't have any new information aside from what has been told already. I'm very sorry. If there's anything else we can do to help, we're at your disposal.
Thank you for checking.
Of course.
Truly appreciate that. I'm gonna bow.
He returns.
And I'm gonna ask, possibly, is there any way we could maybe get some of this tea to go?
Of course. We will have some thermoses. And he steps out again.
That's all. I'm just waiting for the tea, and then.
Okay. Provisions are brought as well as a few health potions. Roll a d4.
While he went away, Levy's gonna dig through her bag and pull out 3 different jewelry.
Okay.
Bracelet, an anklet, and a ring.
Okay.
All very, very pretty. I don't know if you want me to say if they have value or not, because she kind of just grabs pretty things she finds, so
okay.
That maybe isn't applicable, but oh, and thank you again so much. These are for you guys. You can decide who gets them however you please.
He looks baffled. Earthly possessions and all that.
Or you can
It's
give
very
them as
kind.
gifts
Thank you.
to others.
I will take care of these. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All
Levy, let's go.
The party heads back down the way they came. All the kids like, bye! Soon the party is reconvened.
Alrighty, so here's what I got. I want it noted, on the way back, Levy's gonna make extra sure they're not being followed.
Sure. Okay.
And then as long as that is good.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a feel. Let me pull up my thing. Where are you? I'm not great at perception. But that's not bad. 19.
19. All right. Yeah. You're able to ascertain that no monks are following you. You don't see any trail whatsoever.
Sweet. So this is what I got, and she's gonna pull out all of the things, as well as she has really random items that are like the cushion for under a chair.
Okay.
Like one of the cushions from under the chair, like a knob from a dresser, like little things like that. Oh, don't worry about those. Those are nothing. But
You guys know what I
These
got?
poor
You guys-
monks.
You guys want to know what I got from this trip?
nothing.
Almost a new friend.
Oh. It's okay. Just, we can always ask Ani to call another meeting. It's fine. And then you can talk to them.
This is classic D&D. This is.
So it went about as expected then.
Oh, absolutely.
Hmm.
I tried to be nice, and they were rude to me as always. So
Did you sneak up and scare them?
I did not sneak up necessarily. The guy was blind, so it doesn't
Really?
matter.
You're telling me there was no snaking at all?
No, I sneaked, but
Oh, okay.
even if I had
tell
walked
me
in, he
That
was blind.
you trying to be nice.
With them, yes.
Seven has a face of I have no opinion whatsoever on this. Trees. Look at those. This is nice. I like that tree.
Eshna's like, oh, I also love that tree. It's one of my favorites.
You guys have a nice little moment of appreciating tree.
I'm just
And he
saying.
looks at the tree and is kind of like, druids, I guess.
I'm just saying. My method was working perfectly fine. They would have never known I was there. They would have never seen our faces. They wouldn't have known our name. And we would have been in and out with practically the same stuff that we got, except the tea.
Oh, and also all of the knowledge.
I got more
I wanna
knowledge
look at
than
the
they
map.
could give.
All right, you look at the map.
Clearly.
Yeah,
Perhaps we can have this argument as we follow the path onward.
Yep.
I am proficient in cartographer's tools, by the way.
Yes. Baffling, but go ahead and make a tools check.
19.
19. Okay. What initially looks like a giant thumbprint, like a fingerprint, is actually a woven road that is broken up, and that is the Silver Road. There is a center, and that center is your destination according to Anarian. According to Anarian's
Find the path.
Find the path, thank you. Between these two, aside from the kind of oddly unsettling image that the Silver Road is a fingerprint, a massive one, you have your heading.
While they're doing that, going to wrap an arm around Seven and be like, Seven, my dear, would you mind if I actually see that thing that the old guy gave you?
No, you're gonna take it. I know you. I've run this con. Listen.
Okay, can I have it then, please?
Fine.
Please.
Hands you the tea leaf.
Thank you. And then
I'm gonna
takes
look over
it.
at Seven and go, coward.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, somebody's a little higher on my list than others. And then gonna go to Eshna and give it to her and see if she knows exactly what it is.
I will look at it very intently.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
What would I roll for that?
Arcana or nature.
I was gonna pour some of the tea into a bowl and then put the tea leaf on top.
Okay.
Dirty 20
don't do
for
that just
nature.
yet. Okay, dirty 20 for nature. This is a magical tea leaf that is very rare. When crushed or bagged and steeped. Thank you. When steeped, gives you the properties of a short rest.
Oh, this is sweet. They must use this for training. It's a very rare tea. If you steep it and drink it, it will give you a short rest. Quick relaxation.
Who is it? Philo in our group that needs short rest the most? Who needs the short rest the most?
The warlocks,
long rest
really.
King.
Anarian, you looked like you were gonna say something.
I was just gonna say the leaf, when teabagged, makes a short rest potion.
Thank you.
But then I deemed the moment had passed until you were like, "No, say what you're going to say."
Right.
We want to hear the trope.
That was important, Jake. Thank you.
Okay. Moving closer and onwards. Weaving through these forests of pink petals.
Bears.
I guess because Ashna can see the silver road and we have our maps, instead of just taking the direct line, we would use the silver road to navigate as safely, but then being able to keep the most direct path.
Mm-hmm.
So combining the two. That way we're not just like running through brush and craziness.
Following the... Go ahead.
Do we think that if we don't take the path, that's how we enter the Fey Realms? Has anybody stepped off the path yet to experiment?
Well, who was it who told us that the Fey themselves were trapped here and they couldn't find the way home? So I'm sure if that were the case, they would have been able to go home by now.
Fair enough.
I'm going to stay on the path and not test that, though.
No, I wasn't suggesting either of us do it. I'm thinking like throw a rock or something.
My bears went straight into the sides.
They do not.
No.
Is there any writing on this map anywhere?
Not really. It's not even fully complete either. But using the northern tactic that was in the riddle, going along the silver path, and then when it breaks, heading north, finding another line, going along the silver path until the break and heading north. You begin finding this strange route.
I would like to mark on the map as we go the correct line.
Sure thing. The bears perk up. And you, through your vision, you see there is a satyr with a bow slung over the back, kind of crouched down, looking at the bear, going, "Oh my God, you are so cute. Come here, look at this."
I'm gonna
and,
have
two other satyrs.
And as the two other satyrs come out, the two other bears join.
There's more of them. There's more of them. And then you hear... Go ahead.
But they seem friendly to the bears?
Initially.
Okay, great.
One reaches out to touch one of the bears, and you hear, "Eyes up." And they quickly perk up, and a centaur. That's a spell, and someone cast it. There are people nearby. Find them.
Oh, we have centaur and satyrs incoming. Friends.
Okay, are we fighting or talking? I feel like I should clarify beforehand.
Let's do talking. They might be who we're looking for.
Can you speak through the bears?
Can I mind link through the bear? Let me look.
Can you cast from the bear?
Yes. Is it familiar?
I believe so.
Let me look at mind link, because there might be a distance thing.
Do I know what satyrs look like?
You can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 130 feet of you.
I guess my question is, can you cast from the bear? Because if you can cast from the bear, then yes. My brain says that's a scribe's wizard thing only.
It says that which you can see within 130.
Yeah.
And if you can see through your bear, then you can lock eyes, and then you can just do it mentally that way. Because you're not actually casting a spell. It's not a.
Oh, true.
It's a class feature, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you can see them and they're within 130 feet, then bingo.
Of the bear or of her?
Of her.
Okay.
I can cast spell through one familiar per turn.
Okay. There you go.
So I wanna mind link with the head centaur. And I'm just like
straightens.
Hello. Yes, I'm sorry. Those are my little scouts. We're looking for May. We're from Middle Mist.
In Druidic.
Oh.
He says to the others, "They're in my mind. They say they're from Middle Mist, and they're looking for May." This initial like seriousness, a little bit of confusion.
We mean no harm. We are simply just travelers.
You're saying this in common?
Yep, in common. I don't want them to know that I know Druid. Yet.
Where are you?
We're down the path. Somewhere. We're exploring.
We'll come to you.
No. No. We're looking for people, Thylo.
Not the cannibalistic druids.
We are looking for the cannibalistic
We literally
druids.
are looking for them.
That's who we're looking for, Thylo.
We want to find them first.
Oh, now you don't want the information?
And technically we have.
It's really hard to do anything with the information when you're eated.
We're not gonna get eated. It's gonna be fine. Probably.
I'm hungry now.
I've already related ourselves to someone in their tribe.
Yeah.
Give you a chef treat.
Oh,
I'm casting rope.
It's a cheese stick.
You cast rope trick?
I'm climbing up into the pocket dimension.
All people are terrible. You were just upset that you didn't make a friend in a monastery. Let me make friends with the ones with hooves.
My head pokes out of the window because they were friendly.
These ones have not been not friendly. I just had to find them.
Now with the shouting, they quickly find you.
I see the rope trick, and I'm going up. I'm going up too.
You also go up the rope trick.
The smart one wants to go up. Okay, all right.
As the head pops back out and the rope goes down, and the pod gets up there.
Pulling up the rope.
Also, I rolled a percentile. Pod does know what a satyr looks like.
Okay. The centaur comes into view first. Cautious. One satyr appears.
I'll have the three bears having escorted them back as well, and so when they get to us, the three bears come around and do a cute little and cuddle around my legs and everything, and I can
a little tumble.
Try to show that I'm really friendly and easy to approach and stuff like that.
If you need to, just tell them that you have a satyr friend that you know, and just roll with that.
Good thinking, Pod. Good thinking.
The other two satyrs do not appear. But the centaur and the satyr comes forth. The centaur kind of relaxes. The satyr kind of relaxes. The centaur kind of serious, seeing Anarian, Eshna, and Levy.
Hello.
Greetings. Why do you tread upon the silver path?
We're looking for. We're trying to get a message to May from the Middle Mist village, just passing through.
If there is a message you wish to pass along, I'm happy to take that message to her.
We'd really love to see her if that's okay. I don't want to impose, but
if she's unavailable, we can come back another time.
The polite tone puts him a little bit more at ease. He goes, "Thank you, I understand that. But we are not allowed to let anyone enter this region. You've already come rather far into it without us noticing.
Why
it would
are
be
you
best.
Close?
This is our sacred territory. This is my kinfolk's land, and we guard it from outside influences, societies, and technologies."
We do not wish to influence you in any way, just would love to come and experience your beautiful land.
The satyr does kind of sorry, real quick. The satyr does kind of up to the centaur. Roll persuasion. Go ahead, Thyla.
I was gonna say telepathically to Eshna, Thyla was gonna go, if you can work it into conversation at any point and you feel like you need to, ask them how they maybe feel about elves with the mask on.
Idea.
You also have guidance from Anarian.
Oh, sweet. 3 and then plus 9. Why can't my math do this? 15.
15.
If it helps, we have one of your kin with us that unfortunately knows not of your culture. But I am slightly curious how you feel about our group. I am a druid myself.
And yet
others are from.
He says, "Is this so in Druidic?"
I'll respond back with yes. My apologies. I can happily speak to you in Druidic if you wish, but my party is not Druidic, unfortunately, and I just want to make safe connection for all of us, as we have many different kinds here.
The satyr perks up. "What circle are you from?" Also in Druidic.
Hello, they started talking in their language again. Do you understand it? Do you know what they're saying?
Not a word.
Dang it.
Levy's gonna translate through the link.
Oh, right,
Just
got it. Yeah.
pretending to not, kind of like looking at Eshna like what's being said to kind of like try and sell that she doesn't know it, but
Thank you, Levy.
What circle are you from?
I am a circle of the stars. And gesture to the constellation of the days.
I've never met a circle of the stars. Can we bring them back with us? Come on, they got bears.
What is your circle?
We have the circle of the Silver Bastion. We are not widely known. And frankly, we're not very old. Most circles are ancient in nature. We are relatively newer. And you won't permit to stay here while May comes forward.
I don't particularly feel very safe staying here. We ran into a creature farther earlier in the path that was rather aggressive towards us. So
was it goopy? Was it kind of like viscous?
It was, and we were able to communicate and pass eventually after, unfortunately, rather injuring it. But if it's not too much to ask, I would feel much safer off of the path and somewhere a bit more defensible.
Come on, man. They've been in combat. They could have information. We've been fighting these things. It's been a time. They keep popping up, and they let them go. They're not even harmful. They're nice.
This is how you make friends.
Choose my friends wisely, Philo.
Also,
have an
Vince knows
escort at all
things.
times.
Okay.
But yes, I think, given the circumstances, we will permit you to see May.
Thank you.
Is this still all in Druidic?
Yes.
And I'm gonna go before we switch back to common. I have a slightly sensitive question.
Go on.
Are you welcoming of all kinds, like elves and the like, or I would like to make sure our whole party is welcome.
In some circumstances, yes. We tend to stick to our own kin, but there have been exceptions made.
Okay. Well, I would appreciate it greatly if one could be made.
I can guarantee you entrance, safe entrance, but our leader might kick you out.
That's all right. It's understandable. I appreciate the chance to make a good impression on all of
Of
you.
course. See, they're nice. Come on. Can I pet your bear?
Of course, of course.
I don't know if I'm actually able to pet the bear.
Yeah, you can.
Just with a cub per satyr. The party.
Levy's gonna kneel with the guy and kind of like gently guide his hand to like where she knows the best spots are, like just from watching Eshna, and be like, like this, like.
Okay. I don't remember if these cubs have like sentience or free will, but okay, then because of that, Levy, one of the cubs is like bonded with one of these satyrs, just like you know how to befriend.
Yeah, they're also babies. They're like children, so very easily.
Which leaves the issue of the rope trick. Are you ready to go?
Hold on, switching back to common. Friends, I think it is plenty safe for you to come out now.
Up there. Pod, you go first. You look like a satyr.
It'd be okay.
Who are you asking?
Thyla, you think it's gonna be okay?
Wear your disguise.
I am wearing my disguise, but like...
No, I'm saying, like, Thyla just wears disguise. Or, Pod, you pretend to be the elf in the group. So if they're gonna do anything, it's to you and you can fight more.
I'm gonna look at Pod. It's either gonna be okay, it's either okay, or we're gonna make it okay.
Okay. I will like jump down off the
You land
like a
on
trap door, I imagine
on
it.
hoofed feet.
Hello.
Ken?
Yeah, hi. Hello.
In common, he kind of comes up to you and goes, boop, pokes you in the chest. What's your name?
Pod.
Pod? Really?
Yep. Yep. My parents were not very
Imaginative.
Creative. Yeah,
Oh, you
imaginative.
can call me Leander still. but you
as
can call me
I
Lee.
am not either, obviously. Nice to meet you, Lee.
You can call me Lee. I like it. I like you. You're fun. I like
Good.
it. The other satyrs all kind of gather around and do this kind of very touchy jostling.
I'm like most satyrs have like above average charisma, like a 14 or higher, and mine's only like a 13.
Okay.
So I'm sort of kind of like an uglier-ish satyr that's still above average in attractiveness.
Sure.
With a mustache. So
Oh, absolutely. They all comment on the mustache. They all are like, magnificent mustache. Come on, little brother.
Thank you.
Esna's gonna pop into Anarian's mind and going, just a heads up, because we were told the druids were cannibals. I don't think any of us humans or elves will have a problem. However, seeing as your sibling has now turned into what they would eat in order to be considered cannibals, we may need to look after Bud.
I will say, for the purposes of the confusion of into D&D, cannibalism does cover just all sentient humanoids.
Dang it! I was hoping for the technicality. Dang it! All right, never mind. Disregard.
The danger is a little more spread out.
Dang it! Clear.
I'm gonna slide down very gently,
Centaur kind of looks at you.
wrap up the rope.
He kind of claps forward and like looks up the hole. Neat trick.
Elves. What are you gonna
Well, come along then.
do? Question, Mr. Centaur.
Mhm.
Would it be best, do you think, if we all kind of looked the part?
I would advise against deceit.
Yep. All of y'all non-satyrs should definitely not use deceit in this scenario.
You just hear telepathically just.
Sorry, I don't think we caught your name. I'm Levy. Kind of like.
And he reaches a hand down. You can call me. Oh, I had it. I had a good one in the pocket. Bartholomew.
Nice to meet you.
Come along then. And he starts making a slow walk into the glade, into the forest. Pod, you are peppered with questions about the outside world, about cities, and is it true that they have plumbing, and other things like odd notions that they can't wrap their head around, such as taxes and other infrastructure, and they mock it openly, brazenly.
Plumbing is great. Plumbing is fantastic, and we should all look into that.
The thing that they're missing is that there's so many people that you need plumbing. You know what I mean? That you gotta take it and get rid of it because, you know, each side of the road, you know, doesn't just cut it when you're in a city. And it continues to baffle them as the party makes their way.
So we have Bartholomew the Centaur, and then who was the satyr's name? Begin with an L or something?
Lee?
Yeah, we're going with Lee.
Lee Andersill.
Lee Andersill.
Mm.
And who else am I missing?
The other satyrs did not come out of hiding, I believe.
They did.
Okay.
They have all
They haven't
jostled
said their
pod.
Right. And then Terrence was who?
The sensei
Blind
from
sensei.
the...
Oh, that was the blind sensei. Okay. I don't need to worry about that then.
He's not our friend. We don't care about him anymore.
Sandrian?
Lee Andersill.
Lee Andersill. Sill. Centaur. Alright. Oop, nope, Satyr. Alright. Anything else you guys want to discuss amongst each other before we close out the episode? Also, chat, stick around. We're doing a raid.
Gonna lean over to Anarian and be like, do you think he ever lets people, like, on his back? For the centaur.
Are you whispering this?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, is this mind link? I imagine, right? We're
Then mind link, yeah.
Probably not. I think the, noble creatures, and they think it's, beneath them to do, riding is seen as something that a simple pack horse would do, or something, there.
Good
Yeah,
So
call. Good
I
call.
wouldn't ask if you could ride him. Probably come off wrong. Yeah.
Philo's voice is gonna come in and piggyback on that. Yes, please don't think out loud. I don't want to be eaten.
Well, you shouldn't have said you were an elf since you're wearing a disguise. You might be eaten no matter what.
That's doing great.
Just kidding. We won't let them eat you, Philo. Don't worry.
We're not.
Don't worry, deceit's my job. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
I am just saying. I have a bad feeling about this.
I feel like
As
this
you
is turning
should.
into like a Star
We
Wars
could-
like C-3PO moment where I'm about to become their god for a while and have to rescue Han Solo.
Any of you ever once thought of just saying the truth and asking for help?
Eshna, we wear disguises.
We wear makeup.
all the time.
It is a disguise. We present not the truth the whole time.
Well, Pod, you've got quite the climb ahead of you, seeing as their leader is a primordial djinn. But maybe you're up to
Alright.
the task. Chat, thank you so much for being here. I am very excited to unpack these next couple of episodes. This is going to be very, very fun. Tune in on Thursday for Windfall, which is like a Western, and tune in for Saturdays, which is a level 20 Astral campaign. We just picked up Critical Bard, and Marcus Territory will be in the week after the next. Very, very, very excited. If you want to get caught up with the Terraform campaign, hit up the YouTube. We've got fully edited episodes up on the YouTube, as well as previous campaigns, summer series, buckets of content. We got all the content. Feel free to binge to your heart's content. And if you would like to join our community, hit up the Discord. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. I also use the Discord as visual aids and stuff like that. To kind of streamline the process. I'm Feffers. I'm gonna be going to the Quincy's Convergence soon, and I'm really excited. I got hired to DM for the VIPs over there. He rented out the Evermore Park. That is coming up. I think it's like 2 weeks now, and I'm not nervous. I'm very excited. And everyone do stick around, please. We're gonna be doing a raid, and eyes out for more information on those summer series coming up. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming down the line. Darky, take it away.
I'm that dorky cosplayer, and I am so sorry to say I don't really have anything amazing coming up besides attending Fall in November. which is quite a ways away, but that is my like exciting thing in the future. As I said before, I do art, so you can reach out if you want any commissions done. It's digital art. I do cosplay stuff on all the platforms. You can find me there as my name, that dorky cosplayer, with underscores, not spaces. And with that, I will pass it off to Jake.
Hello, I'm Critfail Jake. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I play Anarian. He found the path and he just kind of hung out for a bit. I'm super excited to see what happens with this whole centaur thing and how it unfolds, because I have plans, but they could go either way. But like Jeff said, the summer series, I will be DMing for the first time on stream the Lord of the Rings D&D. So I guess those aren't really the same thing, are they? Anyway, someone else go. Taylor.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor Ann Tracy. You can find me everywhere as Taylor Ann Tracy. I write and run the LARP Heinefall. I also work for another like LARP traveling company called The Voyage North, where we take people up to the largest LARP in North America, up in Canada. It's super great, super fun. I play Eshna, the Circle of the Stars Kalashtar Druid. She's just kind of like, she's gone through most of like the traveling towns with Levy, like with personality and like making connections and like just talking to people to get through towns on our traveling shows. And she's kind of missing falling back on what she considers herself to be a pro at, which is networking and making connections and figuring out what she needs. And so like she just wants so badly for this one time to not create a big scene, but to like walk up to the Jinn that we're trying to help as a friend and as an ally and as a trusted person of her tribe that she is in charge of, instead of being worried about the fact that they're cannibals, because she is worried about that. But it's better to have cannibals as friends than enemies, right?
That needs to go on the quote wall.
I'll pass it to Ben.
Hi, my name is Ben Brainard. You can find me on the internet. I've been playing Cthulhu Match, and listen, sometimes people should be made friends with and talked to, and sometimes you don't show your face to cannibals. I feel like that should have been just a core belief that we all had instinctively, but it feels like to me everyone's doing it backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're fucking with blind people. We're introducing ourselves to cannibals. I'm just a simple elf. I want no beef, and I want to be no beef. I want to find my dad.
I want you to find your dad too, bud.
Dorky.
We'll get there, maybe.
Did Dorky already go?
Yeah.
You mean George?
Yeah,
George, okay.
Oh man, I'm GoodGriefGeorge. I'm playing Pod, just the simple satyr that is also doesn't want to get eaten, but also did not reveal their face to the evil cannibals or whatever it is we're talking about. So it's maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I'm sure Pod will be just fine. I don't know about you guys. Pod will be just fine. We'll see where that goes. What do I do personally? Oh yeah, I do Avatar Legends. If you guys like Avatar Legends and you like all of the random Avatar commentary I keep throwing in this session, follow me on Instagram and on Twitch. I do a lot of dice rolling with Avatar, and I tell stories, and I got a lot of one shots in the bag. Tomorrow I'll be on ADH Adventures doing well. It was a one shot and is now turned into a two shot because no one can ever do a one shot. properly.
I'm getting there. One day.
I don't have a lot of experience running one-shots, and the only experience I have is from the long shot god himself, Mr. Feffers. So, you know.
It's not exactly my forte.
So, yeah.
Amazing.
Be ready for that. But, yeah, that's all for me.
I love it. All right, everyone pile into this mic. Into this raid. We're going to kick it with Metro Mike. He's playing some Portal 2. Always good vibes over there. Give him a follow. He definitely deserves it. Fantastic being close trusted ally. Okay, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
I did it wrong.